Another week, another weekly challenge. It's the Commonwealth War. Let's just see what's in store for us. Scorched Earth, go to exit. Now, I don't have gun-toting Carol or shooty pants Carol, as people don't call her. I'm just going to have Shane as the leader so that we can make walker heads explode. It's just always fun. Did that on Last Stand recently. So if I was to complete this, I wouldn't get the highest amount of stars that I possibly could, just because I do not have the star hero. You always want to use the star hero to get the maximum amount of points. But if you don't have them, what the hell? Just do what you're going to enjoy. So what do we got? We got some Commonwealth walkers. So they are unique in that they are resistant to status effects. Now, you don't really need to be inflicting status effects on them if you can just gun them down that easily. However, I often find that against tough walkers, doing things like crippling them, ensnaring them, igniting them, very, very helpful. Maybe what's to point out is that there is only 3 of them. Sure, there's a threat counter. I'm wondering how easy it might be to just pick quick characters and run past them. If I can, I'm going to get to the end and we'll see what those final missions are like. But going past those Commonwealths, that might be an option. Otherwise, using things like tools tend to work very effectively. You know, they can get distracted by flares and things. Grenades are going to cause a flat amount of damage to them, just as they do to anything else. As soon as you start chipping away their health, they start to become increasingly more susceptible to status effects, just like every other walker out there. I mean, if you can, make them a priority for your very strongest weapons and just try and wipe them out straight away if you can. But don't assume that if you're trying to cripple them, it'll work. Don't assume that if you're trying to ensnare them, it will work. I recommend keeping your distance. Farm supplies, loot the boxes. This might be one of those ones where Glenn would be useful. Looks like we got Humies and it looks like we got Commonwealths. I'm wondering if Commonwealths are going to be a bit of a theme in this one. Feel free to load up anytime that you want, game. Hey, Randall. Really confusing that he looks the same as Commonwealth Walker. I guess a word he's wearing Commonwealth armour. Oh, apologies, by the way, for this being put up a little bit later than I normally would. It's been a busy-ass day, but I wasn't going to let you down. Of course I'm going to do a weekly challenge video, because it's a Wednesday. So what do we got there? We've got 2 Humies. They could really be armed with anything. As we get to higher levels, it could be that there's going to be walkers starting on the level. That'll be a double-edged sword, because we would be able to use them to distract the humans. Looks like the reinforcements that come in are Commonwealths. I wonder if that's always going to be the case. If you find yourself really, really struggling with this mission, okay, looks like it's always going to be Commonwealths all the time as reinforcements. That's a pretty scary proposition. If you're really struggling, what you could do is you could make it so that the threat counter hits 0, those reinforcements come in and start attacking the humans, and while they're fighting, you just rush on by. Look for any weapons that have safe passage. Consider characters like Huntsman Darrell. Scouts, of course, and shooters are both faster than everybody else. So using them might be an idea as well. The objective is to get to the end, not to necessarily kill everything that you see. Bruisers, definitely slow, definitely not as fast as scouts and shooters, but they can stun humans pretty easily. Again, you might... I can't remember, did it say that we had to just get to the exit or we had to kill the humans? I have to go back to that one. Kill the boss walkers. Hey, Lishu. Okay, looks like we've got Commonwealth again. Looks like we've got Riot Shield walkers as well. So very, very tough. You know, not so tough at this difficulty, but that will ramp up. So these are just super duper mega walkers all day long. It is a kill all walkers, which means that you can let them come to you. You can take this at your own pace. I suggest taking on one walker at a time. Mercer is a good choice for exceptionally tough enemies. And think about trying to do things like setting targets alight, keeping them slow. Now, obviously, some of these guys are Commonwealths. Like I said, they're less susceptible to status effects. That doesn't mean that they can't be affected, though. Hit something with enough shots, it will go down, or it will be affected. Rick, if you have his heirloom, might be a good choice. He can insta-kill anything, doesn't matter how tough it is, as long as he's got at least 2 kills under his belt. At least that's when the heirloom is fully maxed out. And as ever, you want to get at least 610 stars on the weekly challenge. That's the maximum amount of seasonal event tokens awarded. Very easy way to get some seasonal event tokens. Deadly high, kill all the walkers. And again, we've got Commonwealth. So yeah, definitely Commonwealth. That's... Once you understand your enemy, you know that they're going to be fairly resistant to status effects, then you can at least prepare for it. Looks like they start at pretty good distance. Looks like some reinforcements come in, that's fine. But it looks like it's ranged heroes across the board here. Always keep, you know, sort of 4 squares away from them. You might be able to cripple them. Yeah, I might not. You want to make sure that you're damn well out of range of their teeth and their claws. Make sure they can't reach you. Looks like a winning strategy could be just stay at the back, shoot. You'll eventually inflict some status effects on them. Obviously, if anybody has maybe got to all the way to the end of this, maybe even today, and you've got any top tips, please do share them. Find the loot and get out. Looks like we don't have any Commonwealths. Looks like we just got some squishy humans. Okay, yeah. I mean, I don't know if that's the same model as they use for the Commonwealth walkers. Looks like you don't really know what you're gonna get. And that's really frustrating as well, because they start a bit out of range. Sure, we can gun them down now, but humans actually become pretty tough later on. An option might be to let this happen, let the reinforcements come in, let them distract those humans if you really are struggling to kill them. No shame if you do. Humans get tough pretty quickly as the difficulty goes up. Glenn could be a good choice because obviously you can search a crate and still have an action left. Bruiser's, of course, pretty good at weathering humans' gunfire, pretty good at stunning them when they reach them. You might have some very, very long-range weapons. If you can engage humans at extreme range, and that's like gold high-powered trait, or even infinite range. If you have some of those infinite range weapons, if you engage the humans at very, very long range, they don't know what to do about it. They kind of go a bit bonkers. Open the gates, and we're back to having some Commonwealths. Well, if you didn't have an awful lot of experience fighting Commonwealth walkers before this, you will afterwards. Now, obviously, I'm making lots and lots and lots of noise. Definitely don't want Yumiko opening the door. I want somebody else doing that. Because obviously, if we have somebody like Mercer opening the door, Yumiko shoots, and the person opening the door is in range of and can see the same target, they will turn and shoot as well, making the most of Yumiko's leadership trait. This could get really tricky on high difficulties. Maybe clear the map. Then it does have a threat counter, so try and do it quietly. Flares. Flares could be a really, really good idea. That'll distract him. They'll last pretty much as long as it takes to open that door as well. Something definitely worth considering. Okay, I wanted to just quickly go around again. I wanted to look at that mission. So Scorched Earth, this is what we started with. Yay, great. Let's just bash through this. And then let's do that next one, the next one after this. And I just want to be crystal clear on the objectives. Was it to kill the targets that start on the map, or was it to just get by? Because obviously strategy is going to differ depending on which it is. Yumiko there, did not get punished for making a bit of a mistake. Whoa, did one of those guys just go flying off the right-hand side of the screen? Did you see that? I swear I just sent one of those walkers absolutely flying. Okay, so there we go. Looks, yeah, so the green exit thingy becomes active as soon as you go towards it. That's kind of good to know. Get a little extra XP there. Make some heads explode. I mean, Shane actually is perhaps a good team member. Causes a lot of damage when the walkers are bundled up together. Right, this one. What was the mission that we're going to again? What was it called? See how easy it is to get sort of 700 stars. You may as well get the maximum amount of seasonal event tokens from this. Farm supplies, loot the boxes. So that's what we've got to do. Yeah, and we really do have to shove past these guys. Might be worth bearing in mind that shooters start off charged. Is it always going to be a bruiser and a shooter? So that ain't too tough to deal with. And that bruiser, you really don't want him to get near you. He's so damn slow. Yeah, I think you better plan to take out those Humies. They ain't gonna leave you alone if you're trying to open those crates. Take care of them quickly. You don't have to worry about those reinforcements. Okay, so that's what the objective was there anyway. Okay, so that's what we have got. Commonwealth War. This looks like a fun set of missions. Nothing there that's frustrating, like fish in a barrel, or that one where you have to walk past the mines and they seem to go off even if you don't step on them or anything. This is a fairly simple, fairly quick, fast-paced set of missions. I kind of like that. But you're going to have to think about how you're going to tackle this. Again, if you have any questions, do ask. I or somebody in the community will help you. And if you do have any tactics, feel free to share them. But that's it for now. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to catch you in the next video.